What I have here today is a seafarer's cap, a free pattern from um, Christmas at Sea. And this is a really fun cap to make. And what I'm going to do right now is join the final seam. Last year I made this with a rayon wool blend, and I had to use 2 strands. It drove me absolutely crazy, and I wasn't that enamored of the pattern, but this year I tried it again with just a worsted weight acrylic to see how it worked, and it's really great. I recommend not doing this in a rayon wool blend, for which you need two strands, because it can be kind of hard to keep those strands corralled. But for regular worsted weight yarn, and if you're making them for the people at sea, you do want to do it in wool, not acrylic. In any event, it's really fun. So now I'm going to join this last seam. So I've finished the body of the hat, and now I'm going to insert my hook through under both loops of both stitches to be joined, and then I'm just going to work a slip stitch. And as with most joining parts of the project, they are technically crochet, but they're a little more awkward. They require a little more patience. I don't really recommend that you do any joining in a hurry. You'll probably be disappointed. So anyway, what I'm doing here, and this really isn't the best color, but I'm inserting it under both loops. It's a pretty tight fit because these are the slip stitches up here at the top. And then I insert it under the 2 loops of the corresponding stitch, so you can see that's what it looks like. Then you pull it through and make your slip stitch. It's going to get easier here for the next bit because I'm going to be working in single crochet stitches and half double crochet stitches, so they will not be as tight. And then when I get down to the ribbing, that is a slip stitch in the back loop. I think that's also known as the Bosnian stitch in some stitch dictionaries. And it's a really awesome stitch because it's very, very springy and has kind of the qualities that you look for in a knit ribbing, but it's crochet. But it is very tight, and we will be struggling to join that a little bit more than we are here. This is like the easy part, going through 2 loops and 2 loops. So anyway, I'm going to be donating this particular hat to a community in downtown Raleigh that's headed by a Mennonite minister. And I found out all about this not because I live in Raleigh and not because I read about him in the paper, which would have been one route, but because he had posted something at Reddit. So I'm getting a little more modern. Instead of getting my news and making connections through the newspaper, I'm doing this through Reddit. And honestly, I'm only on Reddit because my youngest son is like, "Mom, you need to go on Reddit." And in the hierarchy of things that are cool, a mom on Facebook is not cool at all because everybody's mom is on Facebook, but apparently getting your mom to use Reddit, I don't know, it gets you some sort of extra geek points or something like that. All right, and so far everything matches up. I'm excited. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, okay, I'm on track. It looks a little bit off, but that's because one of these is a foundation row and one is not. So anyway, this minister had put out a call for some hats, and I thought, wow, that's an interesting idea. And then when I found out it was in my own community, I'm like, well, that's an even better idea. And I'm assuming, although I might be wrong, that the homeless are predominantly men. And so I thought, well, this hat is more masculine. And also I made it in acrylic so that it would be washable. And I tried to pick a color, you know, that isn't pink or purple, because a man or a woman, you don't really see a whole lot of pink and purple coats. And I wanted it to be really, you know, my best effort, something that I would make for someone in my own house. And so, oh wow, just 2 more stitches. Okay, this last one's gonna be a little bit pesky. Got it through half of the loop. Part of the way that there we go. Everything's done. Where are my scissors? Scissors, oh, here they are. So now all I have to do is weave in the ends, but I want to show you how nicely the seam came out. I think it came up pretty well. I'm happy with it. And then the hat itself is very, very stretchy. And there you go. So now I need to gather this, weave in the ends, and then I can call it done.